So, what is going on, guys? This is Sam here, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Super Metroid as soon as I can get the controller to work. Okay. So, in the last video, we got a bunch of stuff, fought a couple bosses, gained access to this area, which is Kraid's lair. So we're going to be fighting a big boss next, and I'm going to be underprepared because I'm supposed to be able to jump like twice as high as I can right now, so it's not going to be so fun. Here's a pro tip here, don't touch that mini Kraid there. It will do so much damage. Of course, I'm not supposed to have 10 super missiles by now. I'm supposed to only have 5, because I got that one with a mock ball trick. So I do have a bit more firepower than I'm supposed to. I'm going to try and show off a trick here, but I doubt I'll get it. We'll see if it works. Alright, shoot his head. Nope, didn't get it. If you're in the right spot and you shoot at the right frame, you can stun lock him and hit him with as many shots as you want. Now, yeah, and because I don't have the high jump boots, I kind of have to wall jump to get up to these upper platforms so I can actually hit them. There we go, got him. Just a bunch of super missiles to the face, and he's dead. It'd be a bit of a pain if you get knocked down with the spikes, but just head back to the left-hand side of the room, and jump back up to those platforms. Anyway. This is the item that I needed in order to proceed through the next section, and I would have had to backtrack to get this item, but now I got it. The Varia suit cuts all the damage I take in half, which is definitely nice, and it also allows me to walk through superheated rooms without taking damage, which is nice because beforehand there were several rooms in the next section that are superheated, and I would have been beat up pretty badly, and there's no way I would have been able to make it through them with only 2 energy tanks. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves out of here. Oh, really? Anyway. This door now open because I killed Kraid. These enemies are a pain in the butt. All you gotta do, equip missiles, aim up, and fire. Energy tank at the ceiling, by the way. So we got 399 energy plus an extra 100 capacity for the reserve tank. 499 energy for max energy right now. Down we go. This next sector is called Norfair, and it is the superheated zone. And we're going to be going a bit out of order here as far as item collection. I am going to head down here and get the first item that you normally collect in Norfair. See, normally when you come down here, you don't have the Varia suit yet, so the only set of rooms you can actually really go into are here. Get an extra energy tank. So I would have had 3 energy tanks to fight Kraid, but oh well. Then over here, item here. Shoot those down and grab this one. High jump boots. And wait, sorry. HI jump boots. As the name suggests, they literally just let you jump higher. It's a bit of a nice upgrade, and it's going to come in handy way too much. It's pretty nice. Another missile tank here. You have to use bombs. Sometimes I get mixed up. Sometimes you can shoot the blocks, sometimes you can bomb them, sometimes I just get mixed up on which ones those blocks are. We're gonna head back up a bit. Going to our first heated room, right over here. Yeah, if I didn't have the Varia suit, I'd be taking constant damage. Quite a bit of constant damage. Also, that one hit took me down to like 59 energy. I don't know if I was max energy when I came into the room, but yeah, those things do a ton of damage, and without the Varia suit, it's just so much damage. Remember, Varia suit cuts the damage I take in half, so all the damage I'm taking right now, I'd be taking twice as much if I didn't have the Varia suit. So, yeah. Also, gonna have to burn myself a little bit, because there's a missile tank here in the lava. Anyway. Yeah, most items are displayed on the map as like a little dot on the map, but some items, like that one, just don't have a designated spot on the map. Ow. I was gonna try and be cool and be like, hey, I done touched the lava once on this stream. But then I went and touched the lava. Anyway, Bubble Mountain is the name of this room. I always just called it the Bubble Room. I believe there's a missile tank down here. Yep. There are way too many missile tanks in this game. Just way too many missile tanks. I'm also going to break a sequence here. This trick is called a infinite bomb jump. And also, I want to try and kill some enemies first before potentially have a catastrophe going on. Alright, so you want to stand right here, and the way you want to do it is you want to place a bomb and then place a second bomb right before that bomb is exploding, and then just keep placing a bomb below you, right just slightly behind the bomb, or slightly above the bomb that just blew you upward. So watch how it's done. If I can time it right here. There we go. And then you just keep placing a bomb slightly higher than the previous bomb, and you'll just keep going up. This trick takes time, and I think I may have put myself in the wrong spot. I'm probably going to hit a ceiling, I think. I don't know. I should be good. Yeah, I'm good. As long as an enemy doesn't come around to knock me over, I should be good. And you can use this to go straight up in any situation. There are also complicated strategies that allow you to go diagonally, and in later games, even sideways with that trick. But it lets me get into this room early. I'm not going to complain. Another missile tank here. And that's not it. There's more here. I'll just try and morph midair. I guess that ain't gonna work. Come on. Really? Do I have to bomb it? Thank you. It's a bit finicky. Sometimes the hitbox doesn't want to work right. But anyway, I'm good. I've got plenty of energy. Certain enemies can only be damaged with your charge beam or missiles. These are some of those enemies. Second reserve tank. Just so you know, there are only 4 reserve tanks in the game, so I already got half the reserve tanks. Also, missile tank. Remember how I mentioned there's way too many missile tanks in this game? I was not joking when I said that. Alright, so we're gonna head down this way now, which is the intended route you're supposed to take. But we're gonna diverge from the intended route in just a second to pick up some more upgrades that we're not supposed to be able to get yet. Using some other pretty cool tricks. Or just reusing some old tricks. There's an easy enemy spawner in that room I just skipped. In case you're running low on energy and ammunition, you can just kind of sit there shooting some pretty easy enemies. I'm in no danger of dying, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Note that all of these rooms are heated rooms, so if I didn't have the Varia suit, I'd be taking constant damage. There's nothing in that below that room that we can do right now. We don't have the equipment required to go that way. That's going to be one of the last areas we check out in this game. This room's a bit complicated. All you gotta do, though, is stand on this platform, roll into a morph ball, jump across here, wait for that to go back up, across, morph again. This guy goes down, but by the time he literally won't touch the lava before he reaches the other bank, so you don't have to worry too much about it. You just kind of ride him over. Skipping that door for now. We're going to come back through that door in a second. Here's a bit of a tricky part. You just got to be good at platforming. Then you get over here. Grab the missile. And here's where we sequence break again. You want to run at full speed across here. Obviously, you're not going to be able to make it, but you can wall jump up here. And get the second beam upgrade on our run. You're not supposed to have this yet. Wave beam increases your damage output, just like with the spacer beam, but allows your beam to shoot through walls, which is really nice. It makes not only just shooting enemies in general way easier, but it also lets you hit those one-way gates from the other side, which is awesome. There's that blue door that I said we'd be coming back through. I can shoot the enemy through the ground because I have the wave beam now. Here. Now you might think this is a dead-end room, but it's not. There's a hole in the ceiling. It's a lot easier to hit that hole in the ceiling by accident when you're when you have the wave beam. So no tricks to this room. Just run as fast as you can to the right. Straight up running. Don't go through the door yet. Missile in the ceiling. It's going to really suck if you miss that missile, because you're going to have to come back here way later in order to get a hold of that missile, and it just really is terrible. You don't want to do that. Anyway, next major upgrade, Speed Booster. This, the name kind of undersells what this thing actually does, and I'm going to show you. It literally lets you do this when you start running for long enough. And it's not just the speed that you get. The speed booster destroys anything it touches. Like, it just wrecks everything. Of course, you need a straight line to activate it. So it's not like you're going to be using it everywhere you go. But it is going to be a commonly used item, and we do need it to proceed to the next area. We need it to collect an item that we don't really need to reach the next area, but it just makes getting to the next area way easier. Not to mention, I really came over here so I could get more energy tanks in the Varia suit, so I don't die in the next area. because I could have skipped this area and come back here later, but as I mentioned in my previous video, that would probably kill me. And I don't want to die. Also, I took the long route around. I don't know why I took the long way. I'm actually going to head back and show you a shortcut. Ow. I pressed the jump. I'm pressing the jump. Come on. No excuses. No excuses. I'm making these mistakes myself. I am not that great at this game. Alright. So I don't have the equipment required to make this shortcut even shorter of a shortcut, but Wave Beam. Oh, how I missed you. It's so nice. It lets you shoot through walls. Anyway, shortcuts this way. You need Speed Booster to use this shortcut. Oh, wait a second. I don't need to head that way. Actually, I'm going to head this way. Now, if you played this game casually, and you know what order of ways to go, you probably won't have the wave beam, which lets you hit this gate from the other side. Which lets me get in here way before I'm supposed to be able to. I am not supposed to be here yet. But I'm going to head to the left. Go to here. I'm going to go up and save. There's a save room up here. And as easy as this boss actually is, this next boss coming up, I want to save just to be safe because I have lost to this boss a couple times. A couple times. It's been a while since I lost to him, but I just want to be safe. You definitely want to have the charge beam for this boss, because boy does he charge through your ammunition like it's nothing. This boss is Crocomire. Just kind of have to, just like with the other boss, Kraid, you just kind of have to shoot him in the mouth. And he has infinite health. You can't outright kill this guy. The only way to kill him is to get him to walk all the way to the far right-hand side of the room. And then he'll do this, where he shoots projectiles, and those projectiles can get in the way of your super missiles. This is the biggest pain in the butt. There we go. He's dead. Also, let's see. Run across here as fast as you can, and wall jump up. There's another energy tank here. Alright. In the moment of silence from the guy dying, I want to emphasize, that magma down there will kill you pretty quickly. Look at how much damage I'm taking. And that's with the Varia suit. Actually, I don't think the Varia suit reduces damage taken from lava. You see what I just did there? That's a neat little trick. I'll be showing that off later. And yes, there is an invisible wall here. And the boss is dead. Wow. Anyway, moving on. We're gonna get another core upgrade that I probably don't need. I can probably get through the game without it, but going 100% here, so might as well pick it up. Also another save room because they know you're gonna end up wanting to save after fighting a boss like that. I even put an easy enemy spawner there because I think you're going to be low in health. Now this is going to be a bit complicated to get. Just kind of run jump up here and sometimes you get the right momentum, sometimes you get the wrong momentum. You can get up there by just run jumping to the left off of that platform. And the game knew that I was going to head this way first, didn't it? Not supposed to get power bombs here first, but they are still a very, well, powerful bomb. Excuse me. Anyway, so I believe I mentioned it in the first episode, but power bombs will blow up bomb blocks, and in a second I'll be able to show you just how powerful power bombs actually are. Sorry about that. I don't know why, but sometimes my computer just kind of lags the game out, and it just kind of freezes for randomly. It's only happened twice so far, but I honestly don't know what's causing it. Ow! Those spikes, by the way, I think they had the highest damage output of any spike in the game. So they do a lot of damage. Spikes are not fun in pretty much any game. They're not fun in this game, they're not fun in any other game. So you want to curl up right about here and place a power bomb. It'll only be placed in morph ball mode and while selected, and it just destroys everything. Oh, crap. What you really want to do here, and despite what it may look, what everybody may tell you, this works. You want to press down and then jump up here. Hold right. Nope. Alright, so in order to initiate what's called the Shine Spark, all you gotta do is press down while speed boosting, and then press the jump button, and any direction you want to go. You can go sideways and you can go straight up. The Shine Spark will launch you in that direction until you hit a wall or until you get too low on energy. It consumes energy to use, but you're actually intended to just jump while in speed booster to get up here. But that's an easy way to get that item, is just Shine Spark up to it. Grappling Beam is an item that I'm only going to use when I find it convenient to use. Like right here. Select it, and you can grapple across these things here. You can open doors, and a couple of the enemies in the game just die in one shot to the grappling beam, because why not? But it has very limited range, and it can pick up items like loose energy particles or energy units, sorry, or missiles just lying around. It can pick those up, but it's got pretty bad range, so you're not going to really be doing too much with it. Anyway, heading back up. I didn't even need to take that path to get back up. I could have wall jumped all the way back up, or bomb jumped. Bomb jump would have taken way too long, and wall jump, I think I've gotten pretty good at it. I could probably have done it. I've done it before with wall jump, but anyway, I figured I'd show that path off. We're going to head out of Norfair now that we have the grapple beam and power bombs, because that lets us access a sector that we're also not supposed to be able to access yet. At this point, we're just kind of going whatever way I usually go, which is, well, that's not how it usually works. Ouch. Ow. The way I usually go is just a bit strange. Another missile tank. Hey, does this place look familiar? As soon as I can avoid clipping onto not clipping properly. Yeah, this should look familiar. And now that we got power bombs, we can open these yellow doors, because the power bombs open the yellow doors. Find out what's behind this yellow door. Oh, it's the map room for Norfair. They lock it behind power bombs. And as you can see, Norfair is pretty huge, and I haven't even finished exploring all of it. But we will be back later, I guess. We got one more item to mop up here in Norfair before we actually leave. That's over here. It's possible to get before Speed Booster, but it's really just a whole lot easier to get once you have Speed Booster. Ow! Definitely don't want to try and grab this item without having the Varia suit. It's not fun. Quick, easy trick. You can morph midair. You can get up here without having to go all the way around. Going all the way around is a pain in the butt. But next beam upgrade. Question mark? Ice beam, it's a bit funny. For some reason it reduces the damage your beam does, but it adds a freezing effect to enemies. You'll see in just a sec. Freezes enemies in place. And for some reason, enemies that are frozen in midair will stay in midair, and you can use them as platforms. You'll see right here. I can use them now. I can now use them as platforms to get across without touching the lava. So the ice beam's going to be pretty nice. It's also nice that almost all of your beams stack on top of each other, so you don't have to constantly alternate between the beams. And yes, bombs can be used as a weapon too, just in case you were wondering. Anyway. Problem is, enemies that are now one-shots, I have to shoot twice to kill because the first shot just freezes them. Anyway, we're gonna head back. Believe me, I've tried many a time to get the speed booster down that hallway. It's possible, I've seen people do it, but it's not easy. I've never pulled it off. Anyway, Ice Beam is meant to help you get up here a lot easier. I don't typically need the Ice Beam to get up to this level. I'm also going to use Power Bomb here because we got it. To get another core upgrade, which is also not really necessary. There's a lot of upgrades in this game that are just kind of not required. This is one of the game's few dark rooms. Essentially, what happens here is those enemies at the beginning of the room, and this enemy here, I'm going to try not to hit, illuminate the room, and the more of them you kill, the darker the room gets. So you want to try and avoid killing them. I mean, you don't need to avoid killing them. As you can see, I killed a few of them and didn't make it. Oh. Yeah. That happened. Anyway, it just makes the room darker. X-ray scope! I don't know what to say about it. It's, it lets you see hidden passageways and breakable blocks. I mean, if it's your first time playing through the game and you're wanting to find all the secrets, it's perfect. But for me, I already know where everything is, so it's not a problem for me. That's... See? No! Get out of here. It's worth noting that touching these fireflies will kill them. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm gonna die because the fireflies got in my way. These spikes, do so much damage, by the way. Look at my health! Ay, ay, ay. So now we're gonna head up here. So much easier to get up these places with high jump boots. The high jump boots is just something that you don't realize that you'll miss until you actually don't have them. It's possible to get up here without the high jump boots. So I could have gotten over here way earlier when I first came through this section in the first video, but I didn't because of the fact that there's enemies in this area that just do so much damage, even with the Varia suit on, and it just breaks the game. It would break me first, but it does break the game when you come up here first. Because this is where you're supposed to get power bombs. And also, just because the player's bound to try using them here, nice little missile tank hidden for people that actually try their new equipment out. Actually, I'm going to go over here and use this save room because there are some enemies in here that'll do like a good 50 damage every time they hit me. And that can kill me pretty quickly. We're finally getting to the sections of the game that are actually hard. Especially if you're following along and you're doing this on your first playthrough. These sections here, hardest sections of the game. Yep, dealt like a good 50 damage. Oh, crap. Kind of just have to hope they freeze quickly so you can kill them. Power bombs. Second power bomb tank right here. It's actually our third now because I got that other one earlier. How sad is it that I can now carry more power bombs? How would you... how sad is it that I can carry more power bombs now than I can carry super missiles? Yeah, I hope to be fixing that soon enough. Alright. This area is gonna look familiar. Full speed through this door. Hey, this ship is familiar. Yep, it just leads all the way back around to Crateria, the first area in the game. Also, it's worth noting that saving in your ship, or even just visiting your ship, restores all your health and ammo. And also fills all your reserve tanks. So, great to know. Anyway, we're going to head down and pick up some items here in Crateria that we didn't get before, just because it's going to be a lot easier to get them with all the upgrades I've gotten. Like, I've gotten all but one of the beam upgrades. My beam is as strong as it's going to get for quite a while. Start off with an item here. Yep, that platform isn't just conveniently placed there, and it's not just conveniently the only platform on the right-hand side of the road. need the ice beam to get this item. Unless you're really skilled. Yep. You also need to know how to shine spark. Super missile. Alright. I also do apologize for the phone sound effects you may be hearing in the background. That is actually my phone going off. Somebody's texting me in the middle of my recording session. I apologize for that. There's another little mistake in there. I could have gotten it way earlier, as soon as I had gotten bombs, but the amount of time it takes to walk to get all the way down here just to pick up one missile tank and head back, not worth it. Alright. So over here by the morph ball, we've got a nice little power bomb wall you can blast through. Get yourself another power bomb tank. Way. Yeah, if you were wondering, that energy tank was not the last item in this area. There's another item. I just need to power bomb here. Just trying to grab that energy unit, but also make sure the power bomb reaches its full thing. Shine spark up this way. It's possible to do this without the shine spark. Oh, crap. Alright. You have to jump through the door. Yeah, you have to run, jump through this door. No, it's not a mock ball. There's an invisible platform that you jump up to. Just keep running so you can avoid the boulders! You got a nice little missile here. But wait. There's more. I just love this random missile just packed in here next to another missile. There's just so many missile tanks in this game. You gotta be kind of careful coming back because these boulders do a pretty substantial amount of damage. Those spikes, by the way, those are the dangerous ones. Actually power bomb here again. I realized after I power bombed the wall that I needed to go get those other items. Also, it's convenient just to power bomb this because I killed that enemy. Yeah, one hit there did 40 damage, by the way. Quite a substantial amount of damage. Also, this may look familiar. Yeah, every single area in this game interconnects with other areas. So there's almost always another way you can get from one area to another. Almost always like a shorter way. Remember how I said we'd be coming back here? I wasn't joking. This is easier to do with a later upgrade we got, but I can pull this off. I can get this item. Alright, first of all, it's worth noting, these are all speed booster blocks, which means they break when they're hit by your speed booster. Obviously, you can't build up a speed booster while underwater, but there's just barely enough space here to build up a speed boost. If you time it right, you can shine spark to the left, and that counts as speed boosting. So you get this energy tank. And, good to go now. Let's see if I can pull off a swag stat here. Nope. Ay, ay, ay. I don't think that's actually any faster. Anyway. I meant to get up on that platform. Alright. So we got up here earlier by wall jumping. You're intended to use the grapple beam, but it's actually easier for me now because I've gotten so good at wall jumping to just wall jump up there. Visible wall. You can just go right through the wall. Find your way here. Another perilous room with enemies that do tons of damage. There are a lot of rooms in this game that you can get into really early, but very, very hard to get through without dying. Anyway. And just in case you were wondering where this door leads to or from, that's what it is. It just kicks you out of that room. Alright, we can go through this. We're not actually supposed to be able to go through this yet, because we're not supposed to have the wave beam by this point. But we do have the wave beam, so we can get through here. Once again, you're expected to use grapple beam to get up here, using that grapple block over there, but I can just wall jump. Another energy tank right here. Gives us half the energy tanks in the game. We have a total of 999 energy, almost 1,000 energy, which is a lot of health. And if I could stop failing to wall jump twice. Alright, moving on. It's important that you jump over those blocks because those are speed booster blocks, these ones here. And if you run over them and speed booster, it's just going to drop you into a pit that you have to shine spark out of. Yeah, there are a lot of various tricks in the game that you're intended to learn on like a second playthrough. Like as you're going to explore all the deep sections of this map, you end up finding sections where you're actually physically trapped and unable to escape, and you have to learn the special tricks. That little hole there was for shine sparking. This next area is for wall jumping, and it's a good thing I can wall jump. Also, another energy tank. Puts us up to 8 energy tanks. We've got a lot of health. Also, another super missile tank. kind of actually frustrating that you're up. Well, I'm down here now. Don't worry, guys. I actually came down here for a good reason. And no, it is not just so I can show off my insane wall jumping skills. Actually, fine. I can show off that if I remember correctly. No, it doesn't. Alright, I was wrong. I thought for a second there that the grapple beam will kill those guys, but I'm wrong. Anyway, these guys are going to try and give me a tutorial on how to wall jump. I already know how to wall jump, so I'm going to just ignore them. Oh, never mind. I was trying to be cool there, but no. Ah, come on, stop it. I want to try and run jump and then morph midair and hold right. Get a power bomb tank. We're gonna head this way now, I believe. Because I forgot to get this earlier. It's not... Actually, wait, no, this is a save station. I'm gonna use it because I'm already here. Alright, we're gonna head this way. And I'm gonna probably end the video after I get this item. So I am actually running out of time. I'm over time, I believe. I'm not sure. I have to see. That and family business calls, so I don't have much longer to record. Map data right here. Once again, it's not really helpful. Also, it's nice to show off that I have fully explored Brinstar. There's really nothing left in Brinstar. That one other item displayed down there is a recharge station for restoring my missile count. But as you can see, I don't really need to restore my missile count. I think I'm doing just fine on missiles right now. Oh, by the way, just in case you're wondering, all those gray doors, all it means is that the door requires you to kill all the enemies in the room. Or complete a specific task. And I pressed the... See, even I make mistakes. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. I've got business to take care of, and I'm sure you guys have stuff to take care of. So, I will see you later. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you are, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what your opinion is, and let me know what I should do to fix any errors I make. Obviously, there are things I can't control, like when the game decides to freeze randomly. But aside from that, let me know what I can do to improve. Alright? So I will see you guys in the next video.